Hey guys, what's up? It's Dan from CryptoCamacho.com, where each week I discuss all things cryptocurrency. Some weeks we discuss trading Bitcoin, other weeks we discuss tools and resources around the cryptocurrency space. Each week, though, we discuss something of value for you to help you in your journey in this cryptocurrency world, right? Things are starting to explode. Things are starting to really heat up in the cryptocurrency world, right? Banks are taking notice, governments are taking notice, things are happening. And each week, I want to give you guys the latest and greatest around what's happening in the cryptocurrency world. The last video we had, I talked about Bitpay. I talked about, ordering a Bitpay card, activating a Bitpay card, and kind of left off where we had to actually add funds to the Bitpay card. So if you remember, this is the card that I activated last time. I showed you how to go through the process of ordering a Bitpay credit card or debit card, and then going through the process of actually activating it and making it work. Now I need to actually add funds to my Bitpay card through my Bitcoin wallet, right? Through my cryptocurrency wallet. I want to now transfer my Bitcoin to this debit card so that I can take this debit card to any store where I live and start spending my Bitcoin through this debit card. I'm really interested to see how it works. I haven't actually done it yet. I haven't spent anything. I haven't added any funds to this card yet. So I want to show you in this video how to actually add funds to this debit card so that I can go spend some of my Bitcoin, right? I think it's really cool that the concept of Bitpay, it's making Bitcoin a lot more liquid. It's making these altcoins and other cryptocurrencies more liquid so that we can spend them in our everyday lives. That's one of the big complaints I've seen or heard from people around Bitcoin is, look, if I buy Bitcoin, I can't actually spend that Bitcoin anywhere. It's not liquid. I have to actually, withdraw it from an exchange or my wallet and transfer it to my bank account and blah, blah, blah. And it's just so complicated to do. A lot of people don't want to deal with it. Well, welcome to Bitpay. Bitpay is supposed to, alleviate those issues. It's supposed to make Bitcoin much more liquid so you could spend it anywhere you want in the world. So let's get right to it. Let's jump over to bitpay.com. Let me put my card down here. And if you remember, right, there were a couple steps. So this is the Bitpay debit card we talked about last time. Essentially, you need to load your Bitpay card with Bitcoin so that you can spend dollars from this debit card. And there are a few steps, right? You first have to order the Bitpay card, and you have to activate the Bitpay card. And that's exactly what I did last time. So now I should have an activated card. Now we need to actually load the Bitpay card with Bitcoin. So what I'm going to do is I am going to actually try to load my Bitpay card with about $50 in US dollars, right? So first, I'm going to go over to my Electrum wallet. I use, for this particular project, I'm using an Electrum wallet for this demo. I have about 0.049 Bitcoin in this wallet, which today is around $300 approximately. I'm not going to load all $300 onto this card. I just want to test it out and see if it works. So I'll probably load around $50 to my Bitpay card today. So first I'm going to go over and I'm going to see how much $50 of Bitcoin really is. So let's go over to Google and I just typed in $50 US dollars to Bitcoin and I get this translation, right? So $50 is roughly equivalent to 0.00864 Bitcoin today at the time of this recording. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that. I'm going to go over to my wallet. And if you don't have a Bitcoin wallet, this is really the first step of loading Bitcoin to your Bitpay card, is you need to have Bitcoin in a wallet. It could be an Electrum Bitcoin wallet. It could be Mycelium. It could be any type of Bitcoin wallet. It could be Trezor. It could be Ledger, Nano. It could be really any Bitcoin wallet that you need. I'm choosing to use Electrum for this particular demo. If you don't have Bitcoin, go back to my YouTube channel and go visit the video that says the absolute easiest way to buy Bitcoin. It gives you a tutorial on how to buy Bitcoin from Coinbase. You can also go to a link in this video, click on the Coinbase link and go right to Coinbase and you can buy your very first Bitcoin. And if you do it through my Coinbase URL or link, you'll get $10 free Bitcoin. So I just want to throw that out for you. So anyway, I am going to attempt to send $50 of Bitcoin to my Bitpay wallet. So I'm going to go ahead and paste that in there, right? The 0.00864 is around $50. So now where do I actually pay this to, right? Where do I send the funds from my Electrum wallet to Bitpay? What's the address? So I need to go back to the Bitpay website. I need to actually log into my account. And I think I'm already logged in. So let's see how this goes. Okay. Yep. It logged me right in. Here's my account. You can see I have nothing on my card yet. I'm going to go ahead and add funds, and I'm going to say $50. Whoops, not $5,000, $50. So 50 US dollars, add funds, continue, and let's see where we go from here. It's loading up. All right, so you can do this two different ways. You can actually scan this with your phone. If you have a wallet on your iPhone or Android device, you can actually scan this barcode right here, this QR code, and you can complete the transfer right then and there, directly from your iPhone, right to your Bitpay card. I don't have my Electrum wallet on my iPhone today, so I'm going to do it the manual way where I'm going to actually copy it, which is a little more risky, but that's okay. I'm familiar with the process and how to do it, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do it. But just real quick note, if you do have a wallet on your iPhone or Android, you can actually open this QR code directly on your phone, and it'll automatically send this amount of Bitcoin to your Bitpay card. So just want to make sure that's really clear. Okay, so I'm going to do it manually. Excuse me. I'm going to go through, and it says for advanced users, right? Because you need to know how to copy this stuff over. And it says your payment must include the exact amount of Bitcoin requested and a correct Bitcoin miner fee. Payments with insufficient funds or mining fees may be very delayed or not, or need to be refunded. I'm going to say, okay, I understand the risk. And so essentially what I need to do, here's my address. I need to copy my address. And it looks like you just click it once, you copy the address. I'm going to go back to my Electrum wallet. I'm going to go ahead and paste that in there, right? And let's just move this aside a little bit. And it says we have 13 minutes left to complete this transaction, which is good. And it says to complete your payment, please send this amount of Bitcoin to the address below. So I'm actually going to go ahead and copy the exact amount that they said, right? Okay, copied it. Back to my wallet. I'm going to go ahead and overwrite this because there's a fee. And I'm going to paste it in, right? So I copy this amount, paste it right into my wallet, and I'm going to put for the description, BitPay funding. I'll just say BitPay card funding. All right, and now I am going to, I'm going to go ahead and preview this. Preview. And so essentially what it's going to do is it's going to send this much of Bitcoin, which is about $50, to my address right here. Okay. So first, I am going to go ahead and send it. And actually, let me pause this real quick. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and send. Let's send it over. Make sure the address is correct. Yep, I'm good to go. Send. I need my password, which I have copied. Paste it in here. So it's signing the transaction. The payment has been sent. Here's my confirmation ID from my Electrum wallet. And I will click OK. You can see down here, my balance is still the same, but there's a negative balance unconfirmed, right? And it's going to be confirmed. I could look in the history, which, I'll do at a later time. But essentially, I've sent my Bitcoin, my $50 of Bitcoin, to Bitpay. And you can see on the Bitpay side, the payment confirmation has actually been populated. It says this payment was made with a low Bitcoin miner fee, which may prevent it from being accepted by the Bitcoin network. This is an issue with the configuration of your Bitcoin wallet. If the transaction doesn't confirm, the funds will be spendable again in your wallet. So let's see what happened. I maybe didn't put enough of a miner fee on this transaction. And so what it's basically telling me is that the transaction may not actually complete, or it may take quite a while to complete. So let's see what happens. I should have probably upped the transaction fee just a little bit just to make sure this goes through correctly. But let's see. Let's see how it works. And we'll see how it goes. I'm going to say view payment status, and it's going to take me to a preview window of, click done here. It'll take me to a preview window on BitPay to show me the transaction details. Looks like it's taking a minute to load here. And here it goes. It's loading up. Let me go ahead and pause this while it, there it goes. Okay. So here is the transaction history. So this is basically a way to track Bitcoin funding payments to your Bitpay wallet. So you can look at here and see the summary. You can see the amount you sent. You can see the fee you sent. You can see the wallet you sent from and to. And that's really all there is to it. All right, guys, so I'm done with the transaction. I've added funds to my Bitpay card. They haven't confirmed yet, so I'm waiting for them to confirm. Once they confirm, I will see the balance up to around $50. It might be a little bit less because of the fee. And then I'll be able to spend my Bitpay card anywhere I want, at any store I want to that accepts Visa as a debit card. So once this happens, I'll show you the balance, and we'll go from there, and then we'll be able to spend some of my Bitpay funds. So I hope this has been useful for you guys. Again, I just showed you how to load funds onto your Bitpay Visa debit card. Now I want to go have some fun. I want to actually go try and spend it. I want to go to whatever store I want and try to spend it. I'll go ahead and film it, make sure you guys see the transaction, see how it all works. And I'm really actually curious to ask some folks at the stores, the cashiers, for example, if they've ever heard of Bitpay, if they've ever heard of Bitcoin. Chances are they probably haven't. Maybe they've heard of Bitcoin, but probably not Bitpay. So I'm really interested to see their reaction to this, as I go through the transaction. So don't miss part 3 of this video series. All right, guys, so it does look like my Bitpay account was funded. I successfully transferred the $50 in Bitcoin from my Electrum wallet all the way over to Bitpay, into my Bitpay wallet right now. So now on my Bitpay card, I have $50 balance to spend. Yay! So it worked. So let's go and spend it now. Before we run out and spend it real quick, because I do want to show you, the actual process of spending it to make sure there aren't any issues trying to spend the money on the card. I want to show you a few things that I thought were interesting. So I got 2 emails while I was trying to transfer the money from my Electrum wallet to my Bitpay wallet. The first was I got an email from Bitpay saying your payment is confirming, transaction created, transaction confirming. And this is basically the time it took for me to confirm the transfer from my Electrum wallet to my Bitpay wallet. This is the email that I got from Bitpay just saying that it was happening. That's good, right? The next email I got was saying that your Bitpay card load is ready to spend. And so basically this is just confirming the transaction that it worked, and it gives me an actual invoice URL. So let's take a look at that real quick. So the amount, $50, that's what I transferred, which is the Bitcoin amount and the Bitcoin rate. Let's click on my invoice and take a look real quick at what the invoice actually looks like for Bitpay. All right, and it's back to the transaction that I originally started, and it just basically is showing that it's been paid. Great, I'm gonna close this out. So now when I go back to my Bitpay account, I have my funds available. So one thing I want to point out to you is when I first tried to transfer the funds from my Electrum wallet to the Bitpay card, I didn't add a high enough transaction fee, and so it actually took quite a while for the funds to go from the Electrum wallet all the way to the Bitpay card. So it did take a little bit of time to get the funds from my Electrum wallet to the Bitpay card because I didn't put a high enough transaction fee there. And so what I did is I actually increased the transaction fee, and then the Bitcoin transaction went right through, right? It transferred from Electrum to Bitpay very quickly. So just make sure that when you're doing the transfer from your wallet to Bitpay, make sure you have a high enough transaction fee that the transaction actually completes, right? That's a mistake that I made. Just want to make sure you guys don't make the same mistake. But all in all, everything looks good. I mean, I don't think there's much more to do here. I think now that I have my funds on my card, we can go spend it. So I'm going to go and take this to the store right now. I'm going to go try to spend it and see what actually happens. I will let you know how it goes. You'll see in the video how it actually goes, and then we'll go from there. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm Dan from CryptoCamacho.com. Hope this was helpful. If you have any questions about Bitpay, let me know. Would love to know if you have an experience with Bitpay, if you've used it before and how it's worked out. Leave comments and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks, guys. Bye.